our esteemed guest for today's session on design thinking by Dr.D.UNIKA, Associate Professor, Head, Dept.of Commerce at Patrician College of Arts and Science. Brings with a wealth of knowledge and experience in the realm of innovation and design thinking. Throughout her career, she has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to fostering innovation, driving positive change, and empowering individuals to realize her full potential. Her insights have been instrumental in shaping the landscapes of innovation both locally and globally. She has completed her PhD in Commerce in 2020 at Bardha University, Coimbatore. She has qualified UGC NET examination in Commerce in September 2012. She has recognized as a supervisor for MPhil Commerce by Madras University from the year 2017. She has acted as an external examination in Viva Voice examination at Thakur College of Arts and Science. She has published various ISBN books in state, national and international level. She has published around 40 research articles at various journals include Scopus, USC Care-listed and ABTC journals. And our chief guest participated more than 50 FDP programs at various colleges all over India through online and offline modes. She successfully completed 3 online courses which is conducted by NPTEL and AICTE. She is a member in editorial committee for the international and national journals and member in organizing committee in international and national workshops and competitions. She is mentor for entrepreneur and innovation cell for EUNDIA 21 in Manipal University, Jaipur. As we gathered here today to explore new ideas, exchange perspectives and short course for design thinking within our institution. I hope that she will provide invaluable insights, inspire creativity and catalyze meaningful discussions that will propel us towards our shared goal of Impact Lecture Series. Please join us in extending a warm welcome, ma'am. We are truly honored to have you with us and eagerly anticipate the enlightening discourse that is sure to follow. Thank you, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Ravindran sir. Such an elaborate biodata. You know, sometimes we feel happy when somebody reads your profile, isn't it? And thank you. As he was reading out my profile, I was just saying thank to Almighty and my parents who are the ultimate reason for I am what I am today. So without them, it would not be possible for me to stand before you. I hope everyone had your lunch. Did you? Yeah, wonderful pudalangai pudiyal and the sambar. Very good. So can you imagine a session after a full lunch here? It is a tough task for me as well as for you. I may not know like who is literally listening me, who is just opening your eyes and sleeping, and who is dare enough to close your eyes and sleep. And I'm sure for the next 45 minutes, you're not going to sleep and you're going to travel with me. Will you be? Will you travel with me? Yes. Now my special appreciation for all those who have cancelled today's cricket program and are seated here. Is any student here cancelled your cricket program and seated here? Anyone? No cricket player at all? Oh, yeah, thank you, pa. அந்த பில்லருக்கு பின்னாடி இருக்கிற ஒரு 5 ரோ வந்து எனக்கு இருட்டா இருக்கீங்க, யாருமே தெரியல. Can we have you in the front? சில பேர்லாம் பிளான் பண்ணி பில்லருக்கு அப்புறம் மறைஞ்சிருக்கீங்க. Okay. Wherever you are seated, make sure that you listen me. Okay? Well, why are we here? What's happening from morning? What are we talking about? So why are we seated here? Ma'am, 1 star running, 5 star running, MOE, IAC, nothing we have understood. Before I could go to my exact topic, I think it is my primary duty, thank you for all those who are not talking. It is my primary duty to explain you why are we here and what is the purpose. Shall we know that? Yes. Now with me, as Principal Ma'am was saying in the morning, she was giving great appreciation for you all. எங்க ஸ்டூடெண்ட் ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டு வருவாங்க, இன்ட்ரெஸ்டோட வந்து படிக்கிறாங்க, நல்ல பிள்ளைங்க, படிக்கிற பிள்ளைங்களாம் இருக்காங்க. Okay, can I have that mobile? Whose mobile is that? Whose mobile is that? Yeah, kindly switch off your mobile. Thank you. And she was appreciating all of you, especially the student, those who come from Palavir Kadu. Am I right? Yeah, ma'am was saying that they used to come by boat for a while and then take a bus and come. So my appreciation to all those who take special effort and come to college. One thing that you have to continue throughout your life is learning. Because one thing that nobody can take from you is your education. Your money may go, your property may go, your bestie may go, your life partner may ignore you, but one thing that travel with me till I bury is your education. So don't compromise with your education and be grateful to God and to your parents who made you to sit here today. Okay, now ma'am was aspiring to get 5-star of your education, right? So what is 5-star அப்படின்னு சொல்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி I got 10 5-star chocolates with me and I'm just going to ask you 10 questions. Whoever gives me the right answer, I'll give you the chocolates straight away. Okay, well, shall I start question number 1? Okay, if you know the answer, just you have to put up your hand. Don't give me the group answers, okay? Well, one, the abbreviation which morning we were talking about is IIC. Can anyone give me the expansion of IIC? Anyone? Teachers, don't prompt the answer. Teacher. Yeah, what the IIC, boys versus girls. Okay? அவன் இப்படி கை இப்படி தூக்கி இப்படி சொரிஞ்சான் ஒரு பையன். Well, but he didn't know the answer. Such a tricky guy. Nobody knows the answer? Nobody knows the answer? Okay. Anyone? Okay. Now, shall we pass on this question to faculty members? Yeah. IIC. Yeah, please give her a big round of applause. Ma'am, the first chocolate is for you. It's Institution Innovation Council. Institution Innovation Council. Yeah, next question சொல்லிடலாம். ஆனா ma'am leak out பண்ணக்கூடாது. அந்த ma'am இடத்தை மாத்திரலாமா? Well, so IIC. Why did I ask this? Institution Innovation Council. That is the reason number 1 you are seated here. நான் இந்த ஏன் கேள்வி கேட்டேன்? Why are we seated here? Why do I travel all the way from Chennai to MINJUR? Is it MINJUR? Yeah, there's a purpose. Purpose number 1, Institution Innovation Council. Okay. What this council wants is, according to the new education policy, this council plays a vital role. Okay. Now the next question. Are you ready? Okay. New education policy. கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா? New education policy? No? Yes or no? Oh my God. The entire education system is going to change. நீங்க கூகுள்ல போய் பார்க்கும்போது தெரியும் நியூ எஜுகேஷன் பாலிசி அப்படின்னு போட்டு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா you may know it. There are so many changes. Let's not worry about that. One of the important change, boy, the yellow shirt, yellow. Yeah, no, but he is a good fellow. Okay, well, Thank you for not talking. Now, according to the new education policy, now your degree is for how many years? Yes. You know something? According to the new education policy, it is going to be for 4 years. Yes. Okay, ma'am. 3 வருஷமே காலேஜுக்கு வர முடியாம கஷ்டப்படுறோம். What are we going to do in the 4th year? The government wants you to do research in the 4th year. Are you all ready to do the research? Not possible. That is what the government wants. Now the rule number 2, reason number 2 why I am here is because of the new education policy. Well, நிறைய விஷயங்கள் has been said in the new education policy. One of the important thing is that the new education policy, boy, who is talking, kindly refrain from talking. Okay? According to the new education policy, they want you to make as a job maker and job provider, not as a job seeker. According to the old provisions and old system, you, the students, were job seekers. What do you mean by job seekers? Who are the job seekers? Taking a biodata and all the certificates, knocking the doors of the organization and asking for job. They doesn't want you as a job seekers. Now the education system wants you to make as a job maker and job provider. Can you be? Yes, you can, provided if you understand this session in a very, very effective manner. Okay, well, what is that? That IIC Council is for. What are they trying to say? Okay, that is what we are going to discuss. I think in the first session, ma'am was talking about the IPR. Am I right? Am I right? Oh, they were the different. Where were you? Oh, you are entirely the different session. Okay. Oh my God, thank you. So you are absolutely brand new. Okay. So I can give you the full-fledged information. Well, now I am, as Sir said, Dr.D.UNIKA from Patrician College. I'm here to convey my greetings from our college. It's our privilege to visit your college and to share my inputs. Now, just have a look of this. In the random light, yeah. Now, just have a look of this slide, you know. I have given some images. Okay, some images I have given. The reason, password. What do you mean by that? The words which are very, commonly used, which is very talkative, and which is most wanted, and which people are talking about. These are the most common words that are being taught according to new education policy. Okay, according to new education policy, these are the common words that they use. Okay, now, can anyone spell the first word? ENTREPRENUR. What is it? Someone say entrepreneur and someone say entrepreneur. What is it? It's entrepreneur. No, though it starts with letter EN, how do we spell it? Entrepreneur, entrepreneur. Okay, now that is one of the password. And what is the other word? Innovation. Well, and what is the next one? Critical thinking, design thinking, and intellectual, the IPR. These are the common and the most frequent word according to the new education policy and according to IIC. Okay, you are supposed to know all these basic terms, but my given topic is design thinking. I'll go deeper into design thinking, but I'll give you an overall view about all the terms. Okay, now shall we move on to the first word? Can I call out all the terms? Entrepreneur, innovation, critical thinking, design thinking, and intellectual property. Okay, now we'll move on to the first term. Entrepreneur. No, even now someone is saying entrepreneur. Technically you can accept, but you have to spell it as entrepreneur. Entrepreneur. Any idea like who is entrepreneur? Can you guess? Though I have given you the meaning in it. Who is entrepreneur according to your knowledge? Who is an entrepreneur? Yes? Business? One who creates the business. Am I comfortable in my delivery? Are you able to follow me? Yes or no? Okay, who is entrepreneur? Tholil Munaivor. Beautiful Tamil translation. Tholil Munaivor. Wonderful. Who said that? My appreciation. Any other meaning? Any other meaning for entrepreneur? One who starts the business on their own. Okay, one who starts the business on their own. Okay, something on your own. You are not working under someone. You are not getting salary from someone. You are not getting wages from someone. You are doing something or the other on your own, and you are known as the entrepreneur. Now, as I said earlier, the IIC, that is Institution Innovation Council, wants you to become an entrepreneur. They want you to make us a job maker and job providers. Okay. Now I have given you, the explanation. Somebody who sees a new opportunity and creates a business to exploit it. Before I could move on to the next slide, can anyone give me an example of successful entrepreneur? Ma'am, as for me is concerned, I think he is an entrepreneur. Can you give me an example of entrepreneur? Anyone? I have an active participation. Yes, is it? First question goes to students. Any successful entrepreneur? Ma'am, enna பொறுத்தவரைக்கும் இவரதான் entrepreneur நினைச்சிருக்கேன். இவரதான் entrepreneur நினைக்கிறேன். Anyone? Yes. Please put up your hand and get up. Please put up your hand and get up. Chocolate is waiting for you. Wow. Please give him a big hand here. See? நான் எதை எக்ஸாம்பிளா கொடுப்பேன் தெரியுமா? நான் எதை லகிச்சு எதை விரும்பி எதோட நான் வாழ்ந்துட்டு இருக்கேனோ அதை தான் எப்படி கொடுப்பேன்? உதாரணமா கொடுப்பேன். அவன் பிரியாணி எவ்வளவு அளவுக்கு விரும்பி சாப்பிட்டு இருந்தா entrepreneurக்கு எக்ஸாம்பிள் அவன் யாரை கொடுத்திருக்கான்? Yeah, I think you deserve a chocolate. Will you come here? கடைசியா நீங்க எப்ப பிரியாணி சாப்பிட்டீங்க? Okay. Oh, you are in the lunch break. Okay, my appreciation. Well, so SS biryani. No, the Hyderabad biryani is different. This is SS biryani. Now please go to the next slide. Yeah. Now I have given you some examples of entrepreneur. Okay, ma? Do you know him? 1000 கோடிக்கு என்ன பண்ணாரு? See? Well, yes. May I know which girl is that? May I know which girl is? Please get up. See? She didn't even take, settle down. She didn't even take a fraction of second, இந்த பக்கம் இருக்கான 1000 கோடி அவன் என்ன பண்ணா அப்படின்னு யோசிக்கும் போது she gave me the answer. Okay, let's forget about that. He is the success. என்னப்பா? He is the best example of successful entrepreneur. How he became the entrepreneur நம்ம யோசிக்க வேண்டாம். But he is the example of successful entrepreneur. Well, the next slide. Do you know him? Do you know who is he? Achimasa. Ma'am, அங்கேயே போட்டிருக்கீங்க, என்ன கஷ்டம் கேட்காதீங்க. He is the CEO of Achimasala. You know, like when time permits, you can discuss with you, but immediately நீங்க இந்த discussionல participate பண்ண. You shouldn't be continuing. Okay. Now he is a best successful entrepreneur. If you could read his profile in the website, the reason why he has become successful entrepreneur will be very, very interesting. You know why? The reason is, நம்ம எல்லாருக்கும் இருக்க ரீசன் அவருக்கும் இருந்தது, but he had converted into business. You know what? We used to say, எங்க அம்மா மாதிரி யார் சமைப்பா, எங்க ஆச்சி மாதிரி யார் சமைப்பான். This man who was enjoying his Achi's chicken kolumbu and mutton kolumbu, he converted that into as a business and made as a Achi masala. Why I brought him as an example, you know? You can be a successful entrepreneur if you really have some desire in you, some passion in you, some interest in you, some affection and love towards anybody. That can be converted into a business. We eat nicely and we appreciate. But this fellow, apart from eating, apart from appreciating, he converted into as a business. Okay, now this is the record that I can give you an example. If you walk in your street, you must have seen so many petty shops, so many maligakada owners and small traders, you know. According to the definition, all these people are called as who? Entrepreneurs. Because they are doing something on their, that's it. Okay, so this session is to encourage you to create something on your own and to do something on your own. At the end of this session, I would really encourage you to have a passion in you. Ma'am, I have decided to do something on his own. How is that possible, ma'am? All the inputs I will give you now. Okay, now the next one. What is innovation? You know, like being a successful entrepreneur or to be a successful entrepreneur, you know, like there are important qualities which is required. But one such important quality is that you should be an innovator. You should be an innovator. There are two different terms which are related to each other. Invention and innovation. Okay? Invention and innovation. A successful entrepreneur need not be an inventor, but he should be an innovator. Ma'am, idu renduthukkum enna ma'am vyathyasam? So invention is something that you do it for the very first time. அந்த மாதிரி விஷயம் அதுக்கு முன்னாடி இருந்ததே கிடையாது. That is called invention. Now, so please next. Do you know who is? No, sorry, ஒரு slide தாண்டி வந்துட்டீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Go to the next slide. Previous one. Sir, go to the next slide. Previous one. Oh, go to the previous slide. Okay. Now, yes. I will tell you an example or the difference between invention and innovation. Now, the next question, and the chocolate is ready. Who has invented the telephone? Kindly switch off, Kalingar. Kindly switch off your mobile. Who has invented the telephone? Please put up your hand. Who has invented the telephone? Very good. Please give him a big hand. Please come here. Very good. எத்தனை பேர் இந்த பேரை ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்க? Okay, Alexander Graham Bell. He is the one who has introduced the telephone for the very first time. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி we were talking with the help of the matchbox as Vivek used to talk. Okay, so what the Graham Bell did is known as invention. Okay, what the Graham Bell did is invention because he has introduced it for the very first time. Okay, now those days நீங்க பார்த்திருப்பீங்க அந்த மூவிஸ்ல எல்லாம் பழைய மொபைல் எப்படி இருக்கும், அந்த பழைய phone, a big iron rod and two holders at the both of the side and the bell will go for a longer duration. Are we using the same mobile now? I mean the same phone now? No. What are you using, man? Oh my God, see the fancy mobile you have. Who's the maker of the mobile? What company makes the mobile? Can you give me the examples of few companies? Samsung, Jio, okay, Apple, and etc. America. Company கேட்டன் தம்பி, நாடு கேட்கல. Okay, well, now can you tell me a company, mobile company, which introduces changes very often? Ma'am, in the mobile எடுத்தீங்கன்னா new வந்துட்டே இருக்கும் ma'am. Can you give me a name of the mobile company? Apple. Okay? If you could follow the Apple company, every now and then they introduce the changes in the mobile. They say slim mobile, they say flat mobile, they say new accessories. What are they doing, pa? What is Apple company doing? What are they doing? Innovation. Invention is you doing something for the very first time. But innovation is modifying already the existing invention. Already it has been invented by someone, already it has been used by someone. Now I am just making some changes and the modification. Why I am taking so much effort to introduce these two concepts, you know? Because to be an entrepreneur, you need not be an inventor. You just be an innovator. I can quote the best example what he said as SS Biryani. Biryani, every nook and corner it is there, man. What is big thing in SS Biryani? God only knows. The same rice, the same masala, the same dum biryani. But why is that he is so popular in the business? Some innovation he has introduced. Okay, so all those who have the desire in becoming an entrepreneur, all those who has the passion of becoming an entrepreneur, don't think that it is very difficult task. It is the easiest task. All you have to do is, what is the change that I'm going to bring in? That is only you have to think about. What is the change that you are going to bring in? Okay. Now, he is the well-known person of introducing changes in the mobile industry, and that is the reason the mobile has been, you know, like used and got the much of the market share. Now, the next aspect, I have told you from the beginning, important terms. I mean, remember, one is entrepreneur. Entrepreneur we have done with. Who is an entrepreneur? One who does something honest. Yeah. And the next concept we were discussing about invention and innovation. To be a successful entrepreneur, you need to be an innovator. Okay. So don't invent anything. It's not possible. You have to be an innovator. Now, I'll ask you one important question now. Idukku badal solraanga, biryani needs a big appreciation. I think you must have seen a comedy, you know, one girl while traveling on the, this is not often girls, traveling on the bus, she was talking over the phone. அப்ப இன்னொரு கால் வரும். she said, wait பண்ணுங்க, என்னோட அப்பா அடுத்த கால்ல வந்துட்டு இருக்காரு. she will cut the call and she will connect the other call. அந்த கால்ல என்ன சொன்னா, நான் இப்பதான்ப்பா எங்க அப்பா கிட்ட பேசிட்டு இருந்தேன் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா. Do you know that comedy? Do you know the comedy? That was possible because of what mobile? No, that was possible because of what mobile? Pakla yaar solra? That was possible. Huh? No pa. No. Nama? No mobile. Huh? Enama? No. See, the girl was talking with someone in one line, okay? Immediately she cuts the call and she is connecting the other. No. That was possible because of in the chocolate company case on them, because yarume badal solla. Can we ask the faculty? Chuma, no sir. Oh my god. Innovation mobile. Abdi or yeah? Okay. Any yes ma'am. Illa sir, the PC over. Who's that? Yes? Yeah. The girl was able to talk. You know, she was able to receive the second call in the same mobile from someone else. She was able to connect the other call. The reason, No, the reason is, okay, let me come to the point. உங்களுக்கு ஏன் தெரியுமா அந்த பதில் தெரியல? Because you are all good children. அதை நீங்க பண்ண மாட்டீங்க. Yeah? Oh my God. No, it's nothing to do with, no, I'll tell you. Super thinking, yeah. Well, that was possible because of the dual SIM mobile. Heard about dual SIM mobile? Dual SIM mobile heard about? What do you mean by that? One phone but two SIM. Heard about that? Shall we continue our discussion? Now, I have not come to the main point. That phone was, the phone has the provision of dual SIM. That is one mobile but two SIM. Okay. The question is, who has invented the dual SIM mobile? No. I'll give a clue. Okay? He belongs to India. I'll give you one more clue. He belongs to Tamil Nadu. Yeah. I'll give one more clue. He belongs to Madurai. Okay, now Madurai சொன்னதுக்கு அப்புறம் தமிழ்நாடு சொல்லணும், அவனை என்ன பண்றது? I'll give it as a homework. Those who really has the interest, one story, one entrepreneur story which shook my life, which made me to feel sorry because of the ignorance. This is the guy who belongs to Madurai. He is the EEE engineer who founded the dual SIM mobile, which was the wonder of the world in those days. The countries were literally borrowing him. வெளிநாட்டுக்காரன் வாங்கிட்டு எடுத்துட்டு போயிட்டான். But he had a very bitter end because of various reasons. பேசாதம்மா. Now, if you could read his history in the Google, a man who invented the dual mobile was not able to be very successful. Why? அப்படின்ற அந்த ஹிஸ்டரியில நீங்க கூகுள்ல பாருங்க. You will have an interesting, story to learn. Why I'm quoting this is that to be a successful entrepreneur, you need to be an inventor or innovator. Not only be an innovator, the next quality is you should be a critical thinker. Okay? Heard about the term critical? Heard about the term thinking? இத ரெண்டுத்தையும் கிளப் பண்ணிருக்காங்க பாருங்க. What is it? Critical thinking. அப்படின்னா அது கஷ்டமா யோசிக்கிறதா? Is it கஷ்டப்பட்டு யோசிக்கிறது? Okay, what is it? What do you mean by critical thinking? Yes, I'm not going to go deeper into it. Just have a look. The psychology says that, if a student's at the back row, you're talking, it means that I am not so interesting that you are not listening to me, or you are not worth to sit in the hall. ரெண்டுத்துல ஏதாவது ஒன்று சான்ஸ் இருக்கணும். Can we ask the ma'am to sit so that they can sit and listen to the session? Well, critical thinking. Just have the components of critical thinking. Why do I insist upon this element is, to be an entrepreneur, to do innovation, to be a successful entrepreneur, the important aspect that you should have is, you should be a critical thinker, not an ordinary thinker. Not an ordinary thinker, but a critical thinker. So who is a critical thinker? A critical thinker will think something with all these elements. நீங்க திங்க் பண்றதுக்கும் critical thinker திங்க் பண்றதுக்கும் வித்தியாசம் இருக்கும். என்ன வித்தியாசங்கள்? He will comprise all these. என்னென்ன இருக்கும் பாருங்க. What is the first one? That blue one, what is the first thing? Refine your research skills. You will be more into research. And the next one? Your creativity. You will give more importance for creativity. Then is stimulates curiosity. What do you mean by that? Eager to know something. I'm not dull and bored and sitting at the last one talking. I'm so curious. And then is your helps to improve decision making and then enhances the problem solving. These are the terms which may hear very rare, but if you use these terms in your day-to-day life, you can be a critical thinker. Okay? You will easily identify a normal student and a critical thinker student. Normal thinker student will think differently, a critical thinker will differently. Now, the critical thinker will have all the possibility to become an entrepreneur because he gives importance to all these aspects. So, if you are a person, one who has a desire in your heart to become an entrepreneur, try to be a critical thinker, not an ordinary thinker. Give importance for creativity. Give importance for problem solving. Give importance for your curiosity. Give importance for your decision making. So, you have to question yourself asking, are you an ordinary thinker or are you a critical thinker? I encourage each and every one of you seated here to be a critical thinker so that you will have a successful life. Now, this is the topic which is given to me. Sir, introduction padikkumbodhu padicharu. Ma'am is going to talk about design thinking. Ma'am, ippama unga topic kulle varingala. So what you were doing so far? I was here to understand, to make you to understand why this session was created. Are you clear now? Why are you seated here now? Why? We are trying to make you as we are trying to make you as critical thinker. Okay then? Entrepreneurs, innovators. Vidiya Ramayana ketana ortha. Okay, so we are trying to make you as entrepreneurs. We are trying to make you as innovator. We are trying to make you as critical thinker. Well, the next topic that we are going to discuss about, how can a person be a successful entrepreneur, for which he need to have a quality which is known as design thinking. Okay, ma'am, design, okay, thinking, okay. Idenna ma'am or design thinking. This is the one of the important quality of an entrepreneur. Design thinking. Let's see the meaning of it. I have divided the terms into two, design and thinking. Paranga, design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design, how it works. Design is not about how it looks, but design is about how it works. Okay, now, what is design thinking? Look at this. Developing an innovative solution to the existing problem. Let me read it again. What do you mean by design thinking? Design thinking is developing an innovative solution, not an ordinary solution. Innovative solution to the existing problem. Problem is already there. The problem has been encountered for so many years. But you can become an entrepreneur provided if you come out with an innovative solution for the existing problem. So bringing in the innovative solution for the existing problem is called as design thinking. Say for example, can you tell me the problems that you have encountered during the pandemic? Ma'am, this corona, like it's so bad. Nariya prachana vandhathu. Can you tell me few problems that you have encountered? Few problems? Enama? No problem. Okay. Just tell me the problems that you encounter while coming to college and going back home. Any problems that you encounter? No problem at all. Arey wow. Okay, coming from home, reaching college and going back college. You are not facing any problem at all? இங்க டீச்சர்லாம் போய் சொல்லிடுவாங்கன்னு பயமா இருக்குல்லம்மா. Now I'm not talking about the college, I'm talking about your personal. The problem that you encounter. No problem? No problem at all. Okay, during the pandemic, any problem that you encountered during the pandemic? During pandemic, any problem that you encountered? Ma corona அப்படின்ற ஒரு சம்பவம் நடந்தது ஞாபகம் இருக்கா? Which year? 2020. What is the problem that you have encountered? Yeah? You were not allowed to go out. Am I right? You were not allowed to go out. Okay, but you were asked to write the exams and attend the classes. How did you do that? Online. So what was the problem for you? Okay, attending the online classes, how do you encounter it? Okay, now, the other problem is that when the summer comes, we have the problem called as the power cut. Okay, what is the remedy for the power cut? What is the temporary remedy for the power cut? Temporary power cut ku enna remedy irukku? What they use for the temporary power cut? Generator or? Very good. So what is that? It is for the innovative solution for the existing problem. Okay, there is no power cut at all. Everything is fine, but there is no electricity supply. How do they manage with a solar system? Okay, the problem is there. The problem is there for a very longer period. But here I am with an existing idea and I am called as the design thinker. Now, how do I create a design thinking? How do I have the design thinking? You have to pass all these stages. You can get a design thinking or you can be a design thinker only when you pass through all these stages. What are those stages? Number 1, empathizing. Number 2, defining, ideating, prototype and test. You can be a design thinker only when you complete all these steps. We'll go one by one. Now, empathize. You heard about the term sympathy. Am I right? What do you mean by sympathy? What do you mean by sympathy? What do you mean by sympathy? Who gives me the answer will get the chocolate. What do you mean by sympathy? Huh? You know? Sympathy. What do you mean by sympathy? One at a time. You know, Amma? Oh, Paridabam. That's good. Is it Paridabam? Okay, sympathy in the sense she says, oh, I think she's attempting for the second time. Come here, you'll get a chocolate. I think yeah, come here. May I know your name? Run, don't walk. Sympathy is feeling sorry for something. Sympathy is feeling sorry for something. Imagine while you walk on the road, someone fell down. Okay, and you're also riding my bike. Just look at them. Oh my God, he has fell down. That reaction that you have given is known as sympathy. But a person who has the sympathy cannot have the design thinker. He cannot be a design thinker. The person who wants to be a design thinker, he must have the empathize quality. He must be an empathy person. What do you mean by empathy? That is, yeah. Paridabam and anudabam is the same. Oh, empathy is anudabam. Can you distinguish? Anyway, good attempt. I'll give you a chance for the next time. Well, empathy is putting yourself into their shoes and realizing that as if it has happened to you. அவர்களுடைய நிலைமையில் உன்னை வைத்து அது உனக்கே நடந்த மாதிரி நீ உணர்வதுதான் என்னது? Empathy. The same example I'll go. Imagine you're going by a two-wheeler. Someone fell down on the road and got hurt so badly. Just looking at them and say, oh my God, he fell down, பாவம் விழுந்துட்டான். அப்படின்னு if you said, you got the sympathy. On the other hand, hello ma. On the other hand, if you stop your bike, step down from the bike, go near the person, help him in getting up and helping him to start again, then who are you? You are a person with the empathy. Because you put yourself into their position, you got down from the vehicle, you are sensitized in such a way that you fell down and you have helped him. Why do I talk it here is an entrepreneur, a design thinker. If he just has the sympathy, he cannot be a design thinker. A person, one who has the empathy in them, a person one who can sensitize the problem of others as my problem can alone be a design thinker. ஏன்னா நான் design thinkerக்கு என்ன meaning சொன்ன முன்னாடி? The person, one who brings the new solution for the existing problem. How do I bring in a solution for the problem? I will be able to give a solution for the problem only when I assume that others' problem is my problem. And you can assume others' problem as my problem only when you have what? Empathy. Okay, now shall we be an empathized person? Can we? Then you can be a design thinker. Okay, now we'll move on to the next process of design thinking. What is this? Defining. Now, I am an empathized person. I put myself into the shoes of others. I understood. Now, what is the second thing that I have to do? I have to define my problem. I should understand what is that problem. மத்தவங்களோட ப்ராப்ளம் எனக்கு புரிஞ்சாதான் அந்த ப்ராப்ளத்துக்கு நான் என்ன கொடுக்க முடியும்? நீங்க சொல்யூஷன் கொடுத்தே ஆகணும். அப்பதான் நீங்க என்னவாக முடியும்? ஆண்டர்பிரனரா ஆக முடியும். Okay, the first stage I was empathy. The second stage I'm understanding their problem. I'm defining their problem. Once if I understand the problem, I'll be able to define their problem. Now the third step, ideating. Now, after knowing the problem of someone, you can't be simply seated and worrying about the problem. Now, it is your duty to ideate. Bring out a new idea which solves the existing problem. ஒரு டிசைன் திங்கர் என்ன பண்ணுவார் தெரியுங்களா? அவருக்கு அந்த ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கு. I understand the problem. I assume that it is my problem. நான் இப்ப அந்த ப்ராப்ளத்துக்கு என்ன கொடுக்கணும்? Solution கொடுக்கணும். That is what ideating. Okay? That is what ideating. You should come out with an idea which gives the solution for the problem which is not faced by you, which is faced by someone else. But you are a design thinker. After ideating the problem, the next stage is that you will go for the prototype. Prototype அப்படினா என்னன்னா making a model of the product. Making the model of the product. How many of you know TCS CEO? Tata CEO எத்தனை பேருக்கு தெரியும்? Ratan Tata, very good. How many of you watched? A young guy is with Ratan Tata always. பார்த்திருக்கீங்களா? ஒரு 25 to 26 year இருக்க பையன் Ratan Tata ஓடியே இருந்திருப்பான். Have you ever watched? No, please do watch it. a young and a brilliant boy is always accompanying the Ratna Tata. அவன் யாரு ஏன் ரத்ன டாட்டாவோட இருக்கா அப்படின்ற ஹிஸ்டரியை போய் படிங்க. It will be very interesting because he developed a project with a prototype. என்ன ப்ராடக்ட் பாத்தீங்கன்னா, he has invented a belt which will be tied around the neck of a dog, and when it goes during the night, the belt will be glittering so that the vehicle will not dash them. ஏன் இந்த பையன் அதை பண்ணா அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, once in the midnight he was walking on the road and he happened to see a dog was very badly hit by the vehicle and he died on the spot. இவனால இது தாங்க முடியாம என்ன பண்ணிருக்கான், he was an empathy person, he was a design thinker. ஐயோ நாயெல்லாம் இப்படி செத்து போக கூடாது, இதுக்கு அதான் ஒரு சொல்யூஷன் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும் அப்படின்னு அந்த பையன் என்ன பண்ணா, he has invented a belt which will be tied around the neck of the dog. If it goes in the night, the belt alone will be glittering. So the glitter ஆச்சு அப்படின்னா வண்டியில வரவங்க என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, அந்த நாயை பார்த்துட்டு they will slow down. He has developed the prototype. அந்த ப்ராடக்ட்டையும் டெவலப் பண்ணி முடிச்சிட்டான். இப்போ என்ன பண்றான், the product has been going for a competition. It so happened that this Ratna Tata has become the chief guest of that competition. Now everybody is explaining the product in the pioneer turn vanduchu. Now he said, I have seen one dog which was hit so badly by a vehicle that I have decided no dog should die by the accident, because of which I found out this belt. I have developed the prototype அப்படினு சொல்லிட்டு அவன் present பண்றான். You know what happened? Ratna Tata is the pet lover. He loves the dog so badly. He was so inspired by this guy and the project. He has adopted the project and adopted the boy also. Can you imagine a boy who has the empathy? A boy, one who felt so sorry for a dog which died on the street. Chumma sorry mattum feel panala. He has converted into a product, and he has published into a product which has got so much of appreciation. So prototype in the sense, you making it a product and experiencing it and experimenting it, called as the prototype. Okay, now the next one, testing. After I develop a product, okay, that has to be tested in the market. What do you mean by testing? Using and see how bad it is. You remember during the COVID time, the vaccine was developed. எடுத்தானே எல்லாருக்குமே vaccine போட்டாங்களா? First யாருக்கெல்லாம் போட்டாங்க? It was given for animals. Okay, no reaction was found. Later on, it was developed into as a real vaccination. It was developed into a real vaccine and it was given to everyone. So testing in the sense, like using it with few people in order to know how successful the product is. Now the next slide, after you test it, what do? You will use it. Ma'am, design thinking. Is it possible, ma'am? இதெல்லாம் நடக்குமா, ma'am? Yes, it happened. So many products have come. Now சின்ன sample மட்டும் கொடுக்கிறேன். There are so many products which come out for design thinking. See those products. Who is the first guy? The handsome guy. What does he has? Uber Eats. You know what? Gone are the days where you used to go to hotels, sit in the hotel for hour, order the food and eat. நீ இப்ப எங்கமா பண்ற? வீட்ல உட்கார்ந்துகிட்டு you are ordering the food. Am I right? So one side hotels are there with the food, the other side lazy people are seated at home who is not ready to go to hotel for the food. இந்த ஆள் என்ன பண்ணா, அரே you got the food man and these people are lazy people not coming to the hotel. இவங்க ரெண்டு பேரையும் கனெக்ட் பண்ணா. எப்படி கனெக்ட் பண்ணா? என்ன ஆப்ல கனெக்ட் பண்ணா? Uber app. Do you think now he is the design thinker? He is the design thinker. How many of you are going for hotels? It's very rare now. The moment when you feel like eating, you're doing what? You're ordering it. So that idea of online ordering is the result of a design thinker. Later on it is converted as Zomato and all the other thing. But the first app, the food ordering app was the Uber, and it was out of the result of design thinking. See the next one. Pandemic. All the doors were closed. You're not supposed to go out. But people had a great time at home with the help of பார்க்க நினைச்ச படத்தெல்லாம் பார்த்து தீர்த்து முடிச்சோம். எப்போ? COVID timeல. How was that possible? Because of the Netflix. Who was invented? Again a guy who has a design thinking. And look at the last example, which is very, very quite interesting example. The toothbrush for the lazy people. Normally, நீங்க brush பண்ணா என்ன பண்ணணும்? You have to hold the brush. You have to shake it nicely. இல்லையா? நான் படு சோம்பேறி. ஏன்னா அந்த brush கூட தேய்க்க முடியாது. அப்படின்றவங்களுக்காக அந்த brush தான் என்னது? Electronic brush. You have to just hold it. The brush will move and it will clean your teeth. That is again an innovation for the lazy people. Now I have just given you a few examples. All these innovations, all these ideas were given by the design. These are the international example. Let me go down to the local example. Have you seen this product? Especially the village side. Have you seen this? Peeling the coconut or cutting the coconut is very difficult. This is again an innovation of a very basic farmer, because peeling it, cutting it, making into slices is a very difficult process. That specific, the equipment was invented by a farmer who is known as a design thinker. So, students, coming to college and listening to the class is the other aspect. Each and every moment of your life, you should look into as an opportunity. What is that? How do I bring a solution to the existing problem? If you have that kind of feeling, then you can be a design thinker. Well, now after your design thinking, say for example, so far by using your idea, you have found out a product. நான் உங்களுக்கு ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொன்ன பாத்தீங்களா, டிவைஸ் சிம் மொபைல கண்டுபிடிச்சவர் நம்ம மதுரக்கார தம்பின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவருடைய ஹிஸ்டரியை படிச்சீங்க அப்படின்னா ரொம்ப மோசமா இருக்கும் அந்த ஹிஸ்டரி, பிகாஸ் he was known as a bad example. ஏன் அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, intellectual property, any new idea that you create out of your mind, please listen, any new thing that you do using your brain is called as intellectual property. Property அப்படின்னா என்னதுமா? What do you mean by property? சொத்து. Of course, your வீடு is the சொத்து, your land is the சொத்து, and the jewels that you wear is your சொத்து. But what property is this? Intellectual property. That is something that I create by using my brain. Something that I create using my innovation. The something that you create is known as your intellectual property, and you have right against that property. So you can preserve it, you can safeguard it, you will never allow others to use your property. That is called intellectual property. Why are you supposed to know this? Because imagine as an entrepreneur, you are finding out some property, some new thing, some innovative thing. If somebody copies and uses it, you may not be the innovator. He will be the innovator. So நான் கண்டுபிடிச்ச பொருளுக்கு, நான் புதுசா கண்டுபிடிச்ச பொருளுக்கு நான் தான் ஓனர் அப்படின்றத நீ எப்படி ப்ரூவ் பண்ண முடியும்னா, by obtaining a right which is called as intellectual property right. Only you can use the right, nobody else can use it. Okay, you can quote so many examples for intellectual property. Say for example, have you seen the jump clip which you use for papers in the office? ஒரு மாதிரி fold U shape ஒரு jump clip இருக்கும், பார்த்திருக்கீங்களா? You know, that is the first product in the international level which got the IPR right. முன்னாடிலாம் பேப்பர்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா குண்டூசில போட்டிருப்பாங்க, where the paper will get tear. அது இல்லாம பேப்பர் கிளியாம அந்த பேப்பரை எப்படி கிளிப் பண்ணணும்னு பார்த்ததுக்காக கொண்டு வந்ததான் என்னது, the jump clip. It was invented by a lady who got the intellectual property rights. ஓகேங்களா? Now I'll give you examples of various intellectual rights. இங்க பாருங்க எதெல்லாம் intellectual property rights ன்னு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க பாருங்க. Patent, that is a new idea. Then the next one, trademark. In your t-shirt, if there is a small tick, what brand is that? Nike. Am I right? If there is a small tick, what brand is that? Nike. But that tick is the trademark of the Nike. Okay. Now, apple konja kadichu apple irundha adu enna brand adu? Apple. So that semi-apple or a bitten apple is the trademark of whose trademark? Apple company. Okay. Nobody else can use that name. Nobody else can use that image on their product. That is called your trademark. The design. Certain designs are exclusively applicable for certain product. Have you seen the Fanta bottle? Cool drinks Fanta bottle பார்த்திருக்கீங்களா? அந்த பாட்டிலோட ஷேப் எப்படி இருக்கும் பார்த்திருக்கீங்களா? Okay, it will be a different shape. That shape is exclusively designed by the Fanta and only they can make that product. And then is your copyrights, that is which comes under your own story, own lyrics, own music, own tunes. இதெல்லாம் நீங்க எக்ஸ்க்ளூசிவா பண்ணிருந்தீங்க அப்படின்னா that is called as your copyright. The next one is geographical indication. Certain geography has its own uniqueness. Tirunelveli is known for alva, and Darjeeling is known for okay, from the patent rights. Darjeeling is known for tea. Tirupati is known for so only in Tirupati you can make that kind of laddu. If someone else makes that laddu, they can file a case on them. Only in Tirunelveli they can make that irudikada alva. If somebody else makes that irudikada alva, they can file a case against them. Okay, those products are called as the geographical indicator. Now the next one is semiconductor, that is your circuits. Computerல எல்லாம் நீங்க பார்த்திருப்பீங்களா, அந்த CPU ஒரு குட்டி போர்டு இருக்கும் பாத்தீங்களா, that is. And the next one is trade secret. I mean the formulae, the ingredients that you use in your product is also your trade secret. People are crazy about eating KFC in spite of knowing the fact it is a very bad chicken. Why is that? Because of the ingredients. We don't know what they mix, how they fry, but it gives you this tasty. And the last one is your plant varieties. Even the plant varieties you can have the patent right. உலகத்திலே மஞ்சள் அதிகமா விளைவிக்கக்கூடிய நாடு எது? Very good. உலகத்திலே மஞ்சள் அதிகமா விளைவிக்கக்கூடிய நாடு இந்தியா. But can we make a product by using manjal? No. Why? Who got the patent right on using manjal? யார் வாங்கியிருக்கா? Which country? Which country has the patent right of using manjal? Anyone? Okay, நான் இப்படி கேள்வியை மாத்திக்கிறேன். எந்த படத்துல இத பத்தி சூர்யா பேசியிருக்கான்? அப்பா சி, உனக்கு தேவை. யார் சொன்னா ஏழாம் அறிவு? வா தலைவா, you deserve a chocolate. யாரு ஏழாம் அறிவு சொன்னது? அவனுக்கே டவுட்டா இருக்கு, நான் தான் சொல்லலாம். You, please give him a big round of applause. But அவனுக்கு நான் சாக்லேட் சும்மா கொடுக்க மாட்டேன், இன்னொரு கேள்வி கேட்டுட்டு கொடுப்பேன். Turn this side. Now listen to him. Climaxல what Surya said. Anyway. All those who All those who have not watched Ela Maru climax part, அதை மட்டும் போய் நீங்க பாருங்க. The moral of that movie was so beautifully narrated in it. சூர்யா ரொம்ப அழகா விவரிச்சு சொல்லுவான். படம் மொத்தமா வேஸ்ட். அந்த கிளைமாக்ஸ்ல தான் அந்த படத்தோட கெத்தே இருக்கும். சூர்யா says that நம்ம நாடு மஞ்சள் விளைவிக்கிற நாடு, உலகத்திலேயே மஞ்சள் அதிகமா விளைவிக்கக்கூடிய நாடு நம்ம நாடு மட்டும்தான். பட் மஞ்சளை உபயோகப்படுத்தி எந்த பொருளும் நம்ம தயாரிக்க முடியாது. பிகாஸ் மஞ்சளை பயன்படுத்தி எல்லா மருத்துவ பொருள்களையும் பயன்படுத்தக்கூடிய உரிமை அமெரிக்கா நாடு வாங்கிருச்சு. ஏன்? பிகாஸ் தே ஆர் ஸ்மார்ட். ஓகே, அவங்க என்ன பண்ணாங்க? என்ன ரைட்ஸ் வாங்கிட்டாங்க? அவங்க என்ன ரைட்ஸ் வாங்கிட்டாங்க? இன்டெலக்சுவல் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி ரைட்ஸ். அப்போ those who got the right alone can use the property. அந்த உரிமை யாருக்கு இல்லையோ அவங்க என்ன பண்ண முடியாது? அந்த ப்ராடக்ட்டை யூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. சோ கப்பலா டன்டனா இந்தியால இருந்து என்ன போகுது? மஞ்சள் ஏற்றுமதி பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். பட் அவங்க கிட்ட நம்ம என்ன வாங்கிட்டு இருக்கோம்? மருந்து வாங்கிட்டு இருக்கோம். Because they have to make it, they have to produce the manufacture. That comes under the plan. நீங்க அதுல ரிசர்ச் பண்ணி பாத்தீங்கன்னா நிறைய தெரியும். Now I told you the example. Let me go back to the same story of dual SIM. This Madurai paiyan, though he was a successful entrepreneur, just because he didn't get this intellectual property right. இது என்னுடைய கண்டுபிடிப்பு, நான் தான் இதை கண்டுபிடிச்சேன், எனக்கு தான் இந்த உரிமை இருக்கு, நான் intellectual property rights வாங்காததுனால and the dual SIM mobile was used by China country and they got the entire property. It was said that he was murdered later on. I'm not sure about that. Because of one reason, because he is not aware that his innovation he has to get intellectual property. Okay, now the entire journey, let me sum up in 30 seconds. My dear students, I'm here as an ambassador of Ministry of Education to tell you a very important message that our government, the Ministry of Education, doesn't want to make you as a job seeker. Our education system wants to make you as a job maker and job provider. How is that possible? By becoming an entrepreneur. How can you become an entrepreneur? By introducing innovations. How can you introduce the innovation? You need to be a critical thinker, design thinker. After using your critical thinking and design thinking, if you are able to come out with a new product, please do get the intellectual property, otherwise your innovation will be taken away by someone. Shall we go on to the next slide? The slide which you love the most. Okay, well. Now, I have 4 more chocolates with me. I don't want to take it back. Shall we have a question answer session now? Shall we? Yeah, only 4. Shall we have a question answer session now? Okay. 1 more minute. Can anyone tell me what is the best gift that you got in your life? Ma'am, என்னோட வாழ்க்கையில இதுதான் என்னோட பெரிய gift நான் நினைக்கிறேன். Can anyone put up your hand and answer me? Ma'am, this is my gift. Yeah. Your mom. Okay. She says my mother is the best gift. Next. Anyone else? Your family is the best gift. Okay, next. Your friends is the best gift. Okay, then. Boys, what is the best gift that you got in your life? Once again. Ma, once again. Please give her a big round of applause. Come here. Come here. attention? A very, very sensible reply. He said, ma'am, this time is the best gift in my life. He is absolutely correct. I am standing before you at this moment because this moment is the gift of God. This is apart from what I am supposed to deliver you once again. எதனால இந்த ஒரு பாயிண்ட் உங்க முன்னாடி ஷேர் பண்ணிக்கிறேன் நான் சொல்லிட்டு I will step down from the stage. We were coming by the car from Chennai. Okay, we were having a casual talk. All of a sudden there was a huge traffic and everywhere just peeping outside like what's happening. Out of curiosity I also did the same. I just opened up the window, I just peeped. Oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. A young man lying on the road upside down where his front head was broken and open and he's a dead body on the road. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? With what tension he must have started from home. Can you imagine? The family members must be waiting, hoping that he will come back. But alas, he was no more. That is the reason I asked this question. This very moment is the gift of God. Please live the life. Life is a gift of God. Live with all sincerity and create and have an impact with everyone, those who move it. Thank you. See you all.